Morning everybody, it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week, and for today's video some of our staff are going to be sharing some tips and tricks of what they do to keep themselves well when they're not working. So for me it's all about cycling, so I've got up very early this morning, about 5:30, and I've been for a little cycle around the island. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm here at La Roque, and so I'll hand you over now to some of our staff, and I hope you're staying fit and well.
Hi everyone, so it's obviously Mental Health Awareness Week, and not surprisingly, as a PE teacher I'm here to encourage you to try and be active and to get out and give yourself the chance to exercise as best you can. It's great for the mind, it's great for the body. I personally love to go out on my bike. I love to go for as many runs as I can. I like to play the occasional round of golf, but it doesn't have to be hugely intense and energetic. It can be as simple as just getting outside, enjoying the lovely weather that we're having at the moment in Jersey, especially as we've been locked down for so long. The beautiful scenery we have in Jersey, and my number one favourite activity to do, the thing that chills me out more than anything else and makes me feel relaxed and calm, is to take my dog Pebbles, my little King Charles Cavalier, for a long walk. I just take her up onto the north coast. She runs around, I can just be at peace with the world, enjoy some fresh air, and I always come back from that feeling really good about myself. So just simple things like being outside and giving ourselves the chance maybe to raise the heart rate a little bit can be really positive for us.
Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed the sunshine this weekend. This week is an important week because it marks Mental Health Awareness Week. So we will be shining a light on how to look after your well-being, and our focus is going to be about being kind to yourself. Mental Health Awareness Week is organised by the Mental Health Foundation, a charity. So first of all, what is Mental Health Awareness Week? Well, the most important thing to take from it is that mental health problems can affect anybody at any time, okay? And that means that it's everybody's business. So to make people aware of that, for this week in May, the charity campaigns for a specific theme for Mental Health Awareness Week. It varies from year to year, the focus that they're choosing, and this year, particularly with the difficulties that we're going through with coronavirus at the moment, they've decided to make the focus be on kindness. So why kindness? Okay, as I just said, we're living through very uncertain times, and while some people might be feeling frightened and anxious, we also have a real community that we can draw support and hope from. Kindness, it's one of our important values in school as well, and it's something that can transform communities. It makes people feel happier when you're kind towards them, but it also makes you feel better about yourself. So, how can you get involved with Mental Health Awareness Week?
Hi guys, one of the things that I'm doing is for my mental health and my mental well-being, to keep myself in a good place, is I try and get out a couple of times a day into some fresh air and do some exercise. As you can see, I'm going for a walk here with my daughter who's trying to get in the camera. And one of the other things I'm doing is trying to learn something new. So I've taken up surfing. I'm pretty bad if you see me out there. Try not to stir too much, and because I like progressing and getting better at things. Get yourself out there and try something new. Hopefully you enjoy it.
So the first part of our challenge is all about being kind to yourself, and the focus here is about taking some time out for yourself every day. What we're suggesting is that you could take some exercise, maybe go outside for a run, do some cycling, do a HIIT workout, whatever it is that you like to do, or even just get outside for a walk. Having time outside and exercising are two things that are brilliant for your well-being. I don't know how I would have got through the last few weeks if it wasn't for these two things. So what we're suggesting to you is that you aim to spend 30 minutes outside and or exercising every day. Obviously, you can do both things at the same time, or you might just decide one day that you just need 30 minutes sat in the sunshine in the garden reading. So, here are your teachers showing the ways that they have been taking exercise and getting outdoors. So I thought I'd better start with me. There are three main ways I've been supporting my well-being and my children's. Obviously, I'm at home with two small children and trying to provide learning for all of you guys remotely as well. So the first thing we've been doing is getting outside for a walk or a play every day. We like to walk down to St Brellards or go for a walk across the sand dunes. Separately to that, on my own, I've been running 10 to 15k a week. And lastly, if I find that everything's getting a little bit too much during the day, I decide to take a break from work and homeschooling and do a little bit of hula hooping in the garden. The trick that you've just seen on the video is one that I've been trying to work on for ages and it still doesn't look good. But I wanted to share it with you because I think that trying to learn a new skill is also something that's really good for your brain and really good for your well-being. And I definitely find that it distracts my brain and makes me much happier afterwards. So here we have Miss Adams. She has been getting out for a walk, whatever the weather, around beautiful Jersey to support her well-being. And that's one of the things we really want to encourage you to do this week. We live in a really beautiful place. We've got the opportunity to get outside and we need to make the most of that.
So here I am on my well-being run, enjoying my afternoon sunshine. Makes me feel better after a day sat in front of the screen.
And that was Miss Palfreyman for you. Okay. Miss Robinson has been using her creative skills. So this is another really great way that you can support your well-being. Maybe if you enjoy drawing or painting or photography, that's something that you can do that you enjoy that's going to make you feel good too. Here we have Miss Priestley out horse riding, so getting outside in a slightly different way.
Hi everyone, for my well-being I'm getting outside as much as I can. I'm exercising as regularly as possible, so that's walking, cycling, running. I'm seeing family and friends when I can, and alongside work I'm trying to learn a few new skills, so things like baking, and I'm trying to learn to play guitar.
And here we have Miss Bryan, who has also been enjoying walking around Jersey to support her well-being and getting outside in our beautiful island. Here we have Mrs. Ferguson. Now this is a great idea. You don't necessarily have to go beyond your house, even just getting out into the garden and doing some gardening. This is Mrs. Ferguson's happy place. And gardening is another great way to get outside, get a little bit of exercise and feel a bit happier. So Miss Kemp has sent these in and she says this is a picture from a long walk and that she likes to do middle-ish distance running. Her favourite distance is 14 or 15k, but unfortunately for her at the moment she's got a knee injury, so she can't do that. However, she's been keeping herself happy and looking after her well-being by walking long distances by the sea and through the lanes. She's also bought a paddleboard, and last time she went out she saw dolphins, which is very exciting. And Miss Varney has been looking after her well-being by reading in the sunshine when she needs a break. Okay. The second thing that we'd like you to consider this week is being kind to other people. There are some ideas on the next few slides and we'd like you to try and do at least one of these this week. The first thing is all about keeping connected online with friends and family. Perhaps you could call up a friend that you haven't spoken to for a while, or maybe just tell a family member in your house how much you love and appreciate them. I can tell you as a parent that hearing that from your children is one of the loveliest things. Maybe you can arrange to have a cup of tea or a hot chocolate and a virtual catch up with somebody that you know. You could tell somebody why you're thankful for them, maybe send somebody a joke or send them an article that you've enjoyed reading. At home, so one of the simplest things that you could do is just make a cup of tea for somebody that you live with. I'm sure your parents would really appreciate it if you decided to help out with a household chore at home. And perhaps you could just spend a little time playing with your pet. Really easy thing to do. And lastly, the community. Now I know lots of our sixth formers have been doing some really great work in the community over the last few weeks. Perhaps you could get involved with that as well. We've also had our Challenge 75. So if you haven't done anything for the community yet, perhaps you can make a donation to that or to another charity. You could also maybe make a donation to a food bank, or maybe just reach out, write a letter to a family member. Maybe you've got a grandparent who's all alone and self-isolating.